I have such a high IQ.
Would you guys go to like a Westworld version of this game? Like a cool fucking gamers... Would you guys go to the gamers paradise known as Mario in real life?
It'd be cool to be able to jump like 8 feet in the air.
That sucks. That hypothetical
Westworld's...
fucking things. Lyle, if the richest man on earth, if
Daddy Warbucks?
listen, if Elon Musk bought Baby.com and put your face on it, Lyle, if that was the whole website, would you be really pissed off?
I would
just be
I'd
like,
be honored,
I'd
actually.
be like, dude,
But every
cool.
day he photoshopped the same image of you slightly in different ways every day.
Wouldn't you be a little bit flattered if like Elon Musk cared that much about bullying you?
What if he was flying little drones around your windows too and harassing you?
Look,
Like, Elon Musk? He wouldn't do that.
No, he's pissed off.
He'd fly little rockets around your
Yeah,
house.
he's a pissed off little gamer.
Here's what
He's
I would
trying
do.
to
I would go out into a parking lot and I'd draw a big target and I'd look up at his orbital satellite on the moon and I'd say, "Drop the rock, Elon! Just do it!"
Somewhere right now, Brianna Wu is shivering. She just got a spidey sense. You're in a pocket dimension. There's a little 2-foot tall character called...
Smingy.
I'm going into the castle to sign the Emancipation Proclamation. Sorry, go on.
Yes.
That's where Robert E. Lee met Stanley. I don't know,
comic?
I forget the other guy's name.
Woo!
I didn't mean to do
Ulysses
that.
S. Grant,
Oh yeah, that is a
Civil War
that is
figure.
You're right.
He's a general.
You know what I hate
And
about...
also president. Wait, no. So listen, there's a 2-inch tall little creature, and you create him from your imagination. He's very funny. Whenever you say a joke, he laughs at it. And he thinks of a cooler joke, and you always feel good about him. And he runs around really fast, and he makes you happy. He does all these cool little tricks for you. He can do like all these neat little tricks. You tell him what to do, but then one day, you're in this pocket dimension, and you look behind you, and the zipper to the pocket dimension, you look and he's on the outside in the real world waving at you, smiling, and he zips you in the dimension.
Woo!
So the question is, Chris, what do you do then?
There's nothing that you can do. There's literally not a single thing you can do about that. You just have to...
But he's dressing like you in the real world, even though he's 2 inches tall. He's trying to
He's trying to steal your life.
He's trying to steal your life.
I'd be pissed. That'd be infuriating.
If you could shake your fist and say one thing to him, what would you say to him?
Let's say... could you please... Fuck! Could you please stop doing that? You're ruining my fucking life.
If you yelled that loud at him, he would die. He'd kill him.
The vibrations would burst his eardrums.
He'd pass out. It would change the fucking air pressure on his head.
You would literally collapse his skull from
Okay,
that.
no, you got to think about this. You're being zipped up into a pocket dimension forever. No! Pretty much the best thing you could say to him, right, would be something that would keep him paranoid for like the rest of his life. So like, you could yell something at him, and I'd probably have to go home and think about this for hours to get the perfect phrasing. But you'd have to yell something to the effect of, "You don't want to see what happens when you come through the back door," or something like that, like insinuating.
You're saying this little man's heart would race.
Basically, just something like, "I created this pocket dimension, right? There's a way out of it, but if I go through it, I'm not going to come out human." So like, just some kind of like sinister implication.
He's already on the other side waving at you.
Yeah, well, like some kind of non-verifiable claim, I guess, where it's like, I'm gonna be like haunting you, basically. But since you created the pocket dimension, you gotta assume he doesn't know the fucking rules of it, right?
He's in a pocket dimension. He's not even real.
Wait, Chris, here's a real question, right? You go home. This is for both of you. You go home for the holidays, and you see your family. They're doing great, and your uncle is like, "Hey, can you go grab me that over there?" And he puts his hand in his coat, and he pulls out a little character. The little guy runs, and he grabs the thing for him, brings it back to him, and puts it back in his pocket. But nobody else saw it except for you. Would you say anything?
Did my uncle see it?
He fucking took the guy out of his pocket and had him fetch something for him.
So then would
like,
I not confront my uncle and be like, "What the fuck is that thing?"
No, that's what I'm saying. So he goes, "I'll get my smoke." So he pulls the little, he goes, the guy runs and grabs it and brings it back to him, and he goes back in his pocket. Would you say anything to him?
Yeah, I'd be like, "Uncle, where did you get this fucking..."
Huh? What do you mean, huh? That's what he says.
So my uncle's just a fucking asshole who denies it.
Yeah, you say it to me and I'll be your uncle.
Where did you get...
Shut up.
Where did you...
Shut up, shut the fuck up, shut up.
Okay,
Shut up.
I don't like you, uncle.
No, shut up.
I'm calling the police. Leave my house. Leave my house. I would grab my gun and kill him.
Hello, Christopher. This is your Why do you have this gun aimed at your uncle?
Why does my mom sound so American?
I must know, Christopher. What? This is a very tense situation.
My mom sounds more like, hello? That's my
I
mom.
don't sound like that now because I'm so freaked out by the fact that you have a gun aimed at your uncle. Explain yourself at once, Christopher.
At this point, I would just leave. I would just walk out.
feel like you were
really
dying at that
angry.
point.
Would you ever talk to your family again?
No, I'd be like,
after
you're
that?
fucking all just creepy fucking witches or something.
Your mom didn't do anything. She came in. She saw you had a gun
She's standing
point.
up for my uncle rather than her own son.
The only thing she saw, she walked in the room. She saw you had a gun pointed at him.
Yeah, and I can't say shit to her.
You can. You
Also,
you
you're
chose-
interrupting me like he was, so fuck you two.
Well, she just walked in and saw that you had an armed, a weapon, a loaded
Yeah,
weapon.
and I
pointed
tried
at-
explaining to her.
No,
and
you
she
didn't.
Yes,
you
I
didn't
okay,
engage with your
fine,
mother. I
okay.
was your mother, and you didn't talk to me.
Okay, mother, I'll engage with you if you lower your voice just a bit.
Okay. Why do you have a gun pointed at your uncle? Explain it at once.
Uncle. Fuck! That's the third fucking time.
The language is very much not appreciated, Christopher.
Okay, I'd be like, Mom,
You have to sit, mommy.
Uncle Boristimus brought in a fucking weird little creature, man,
No,
and I don't feel comfortable.
Bullshit, no.
And he's interrupting.
Have you ever had a weird little? He's saying he's never had a weird little creature. You're losing it.
He's interrupting me,
No,
and
no,
he's.
no, shut up.
Okay, Mom,
no,
listen
no,
to this.
No,
Just listen. Are you listening?
You have a gun. You're just talking about a weird little creature.
No.
Mom, if you're not gonna listen, I'm just gonna walk out. I don't need to actually be here right now. I've got
And
work
then,
to do.
as you're talking, you hear him going, oh. You see
fucking
the little,
my mom?
No, he's fucking the little man. the little man is crawled on top
Can
of
I
his
run in and grab the little man?
No, he goes, and he scurries away.
So what you're saying is he slips out of your hands like a wet slug, is what you're saying?
Yeah, he slips between your fingers.
Okay.
And your uncle points and laughs, and I'll laugh. He's never made this face before. he looks and he goes, you're gonna wake up tomorrow and see the curse I just put on you.
The green curse.
The green curse.
You wake up the next day and there's a runic
You wake up the next
inscription on
day,
your palm.
and everything is 1% more green.
For the rest of my life?
Yeah.
Until I'm eventually BG green?
Yes. No, everything's just the same amount. It doesn't get greener. Just everything is just 1% more green.
For one day.
No, for the rest until you're dead.
So until I die, it's just 1% more green everything is.
Yeah, everything in your whole life.
That's kind of annoying.
Except for all the greens are 1% less green. All the real greens are 1% less green.
So you just go a little bit
What are
red-green
they?
colorblind? Is that what you're saying?
Are they more green or more red or more gray or more blue?
Whatever less green would be.
Red.
Yeah, they're less. Yeah, exactly.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
They're 1% more red if that's the case, but everything else is 1% more green.
I don't. It's not that bad.
Would you ever go to Thanksgiving again?
No.
If your uncle put a witch's curse on you?
I don't go to Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's true.
Oh yeah, you guys don't have voting in Ireland.
Yes,
so
we
you
do.
You don't get to thank anything for it.
We get to thank each other every day that we're not smelly Americans.
That just sounds masturbatory.
So does being American.
I don't know. We had to steal a whole country.
You got to steal a whole country.
Yeah, we stole it. Finders keepers.
That's
Chris.
true.
Chris, this is a really sick hypothetical.
Oh.
It's a
He
really,
didn't fucking touch me.
He fucking kicked you in the skull, you idiot.
This is a sick hypothetical, but
Yeah.
what would you do
Yeah.
if you met the most beautiful girl of all time, ever, and you knew her for like 2 years,
Yeah.
and you loved her,
Yeah.
and one night before bed, she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get ready for bed, silly," and she pulled out her glass eyes and she took a wig off and she took her fingertips off,
Fingertips. That's
yeah,
disgusting,
She
Zach.
started pulling herself apart very casually, putting it all her dresser.
Yeah.
And she was like this weird little bird victim. She wasn't a bird. She just looked like a potato head.
God damn it. Okay, first of all, I would say you lied to me this whole time.
She said,
Then I would just walk out. Everything you say, I would just walk out. There's.
All right, how about this? Different hypothetical. Same scenario, except she sits you down and she says, "Look, I didn't want to scare you away. I feel like this is getting pretty serious, so I should be honest with you." She fucking bends backwards and she has a little fuking brain thing in her belly, like Krang.
Great.
Yeah, you know Ninja Turtles? You know
Yeah,
Krang,
yeah.
the little brain guy, and he's. What if she was a Krang monster, but she was piloting like a really hot girl.
I'd try to have sex with Krang.
What if you're fucking this beautiful girl?
What if the only
different scenario, but slightly similar. You're fucking a beautiful girl from behind, and you go, "I'm gonna come," and the little creature pulls his head up her hands and goes, like it wants you to come in its mouth. It's going, it's sticking its tongue out. What would
Like
you
the
do?
little alien from Men in Black?
Yeah, what would you do? It's going, it's waiting for it. Would you shove your cock in its mouth, or would you?
Well, do I know about it?
No, you've just seen it for the first time.
I'd pull away and probably get sick, and then
she scolds. She goes, "I told you not to be greedy." He goes, "I'm sorry." And
I'd be like, "What the fuck?"
But it recedes back into within her ass.
Her ass. I wouldn't go near it in the first place.
What do you mean?
I'm not into that.
Would you call a scientist?
I'd probably call her mom and be like...
It's a little disembodied alien head sticking its tongue out at you.
I think I would call her family, but then I would also kind of be skeptical that maybe they're aliens too.
They probably, they almost definitely
she's not an
would
alien.
be.
It's just a little different. It's almost like she's hosting the aliens. She's hosting a little alien almost or something.
Now, does the alien control her thoughts?
Or all the information you have is you said,
okay.
I'm gonna come, and the little head came out. Went,
I was assuming she was a robot or an alien. Okay,
no,
so
it's like a little pink head comes out of her butt.
Okay.
Can you? Yeah, I guess
It's
you could ask her about it.
It's just got two eyes, but they're kind of squinting. And it's
Yeah,
got a tongue
I would
sticking
just
out.
ask, look, will this thing get pregnant if I come? And if she says no, I come in its mouth.
Chris, what would you do if you met the most beautiful girl in your whole damn life, and you held her hand and you said I-L-Y, and she said, "What?" You said, "I love you." That's what that means. You said it's gamer speak, but then 17 years go by, and you're smiling and you love her, you're married and you have children, and another 15, 20 years go by.
She says GTFO.
She said, no, she says GTFO, and you say, "What?" And she says JK. And you both smile, but then she's on her deathbed.
Yeah.
And you say, "I
looks
love
like
you," and you
this.
go in to kiss her, and you kiss her, and you hear like a click sound, and her face opens up, and there's a little alien. He says, "Orion's belt."
From Men in Black?
Yeah,
Me and Orion.
what would you do if your wife was a little alien man inside of a suit?
I'd be like, "You are convincingly beautiful and wonderful, so I thank you for this."
What if he said, the only way to save me and by proxy your wife is to take me out and fuck me?
I would literally just put my finger on his chest and be like, "It doesn't matter what you look like. All that matters is what's in here."
And he smiles and he says, "TY." And he dies.
And he fades away.
He turns into little particles.
He just shrinks into a little raisin.
Wait, Chris A.L.I., would you rather have beetle strength or scout ant?
How big is the beetle? If it's a regular beetle...
You're you, but you have the strength of a beetle.
If a beetle was my
You
size,
mean I would have no strength?
No, you don't have the strength of a small beetle, but you have, if the beetle was the size of you,
Okay,
a man.
Right.
The beetle
Super
was a-
strength.
Okay.
Yes, basically.
Okay.
No, but it's beetle strength. They say it's beetle strength, but you don't know what that means.
So would I rather have beetle strength or
fly ant abilities.
flying ant abilities? So I could fly.
Yeah, but you look like an ant when you fly.
That would be awesome. That would be the most scary thing.
You get shot out of the
legitimately
fucking sky
horrifying.
by jets, by little fighter jets.
If I saw a 6'4" ant flying through the sky,
Dude, you would never need the super strength. If anybody ever tried to fuck with you, you could just start flying as a giant ant and they'd freak the fuck out.
But I'm telling you, little jets and black helicopters would fucking shoot you up the earth.
to
I mean, that's
answer, I would
probably
rather
true.
have ant abilities because I would just fly when no one could see me at nighttime.
You're still like 6'2" though. You're still a gigantic flying ant.
Does it sound like?
Yeah, it's fucking loud.
Can you
okay.
also shriek and talk
Dogs
as
bark
an
at
ant?
you. No.
Dogs bark at you.
They see a giant 6'2" flying.
Can they do the Final Fantasy VII dog bark where it goes?
It sounds exactly like that, but only when you're flying ant.
I would rather be an ant. I would rather be able to fly as a big ant. Then
would
be
you-
strong.
What would you do if the Machiavellian twist was that
Wait a second.
when you
Zach,
turned
this
into
is
the
not
ant,
fair.
When you turned into the
Why
ant,
is
you
this not
also
fair?
got the brain of an ant, and you were just reduced to be an ant forever.
Then that would suck ass. Also, Lyle, I was gonna say to Zach, it's not fair that I have to look like an ant while I have beetle strength. I don't have to look like a giant beetle.
Yeah, but that's the trade-off. But because you get to fly around like a flying ant.
Well, let me look like a beetle too then.
No, you can't look like a beetle.
Look out!
Okay, fine. You have beetle feet.
Oh God!
That's scary.
That actually-
I didn't know that jumped out at you.
Okay, but okay. What about this? You don't look like a beetle, but
you sound like one.
you sound like a beetle.
Like
If you want to. Yeah. So you have one black spot on your leg that looks like a beetle skin.
That's stupid.
You get beetle strength.
That's stupid.
But
Aye!
it's impenetrable armor.
Okay,
So-
that's pretty cool.
So you know, like Smog has the one missing scale. It's like the opposite.
you're like
You
a
have one
reverse
You have one
Achilles?
spot on your leg. Zach, if it's over my heart, that's a lot more useful.
No, it's on like your thigh.
That's shit. I
but
don't
you
want
have
it.
super beetle strength though.
That's gross.
But
I don't
if
want
you-
to
if-
think about a hard, leathery black spot on my leg while I'm lifting weights.
But what? You're also turning into a giant flying ant. You're all totally ant material.
I'd rather be a full ant than have one piece of beetle skin on my thigh.
Why would you
What
rather
if
be
it
a
could
full
like
ant?
stop a bullet? What if it could stop a bullet so strongly
That's what I'm
that the FBI was like, we need you and your invincible
If somebody ever tried to shoot you with a bow and arrow or a bullet
in your thigh.
in your thigh, you can lift them up and throw them.
This is dangerously close to an arrow to the knee joke, Zach.
No,
No. That's you, a fucking red rat in the swamp.
a dead red rat.
Would you rather be?
Oh, this is the shit. This lets you fucking shoot a fireball.
Like Mario.
What's the worst thing Peter would ever say that would make you turn off the show Family Guy?
I think we were talking about it one time. I could have sworn he wanted to fuck Meg in one episode.
He said he wanted to cream pie her.
It wouldn't surprise me. The places.
That's the thing. It wouldn't surprise you if he wanted to fuck Meg for an episode.
They had an episode where Peter and Chris get married.
Is that real?
I swear that's real. Yeah.
See, that's like dangerously close to that territory.
I wouldn't be surprised if they in the Family Guy movie they like rotoscoped a guy fucking a woman and made it Peter and Meg.
I would really laugh my ass off at that if it was rotoscope.
That would be sweet.
Rotoscope Peter Griffin would be hilarious.
Lyle,
Right.
if a scientist discovered a place called Lyletopia, what would you hope is on this island?
Me.
Just you.
Lyopolis.
A bunch of me's, and I would have
bunch of
sex with all of them.
A bunch of little Stonehenges of you.
Yeah, Stonehenge. You mean Easter Island?
Yeah, Easter Island heads.
Easter
That's
Island
Stonehenge.
heads of me.
I'm fucking. I have Down syndrome.
I fucking love Easter Island, man. I don't know why. I don't know why they made that guy's head so many times, but I like it.
What'd you do if you walked outside and you saw like a dead possum? You're like, oh, that's weird. And you looked closer. You saw flies buzzing around. You looked closer, and they were small, microscopic witches, laughing, green witches, laughing and pointing at the dead body. When you saw them, they started screaming and flew away.
That would ruin my life.
Would you tell anybody?
No. Why would you tell somebody that?
Yeah. Okay.
There are certain things you can't even tell people.
But like a week later, you're like, did that happen? And you're sleeping. You wake up and you hear, hey. And you see a little witch. One of them like buzzing around your room laughing. And it flies out your window. You try to catch it.
Yeah.
And you find out there was a GoPro on it, and it had been recording, and everyone knew.
If you catch it, so it's please let me go, please. If they find out my people are gonna die.
I would probably show my mom and dad it somehow. I'd be like, Mom, Dad, is this? Tell me what you see, and they're like, it's a little witch in a shot glass. I'd be like, okay, so I'm not crazy.
What if only your family could see them, and that's how you found out?
Then I'd only share it with my family. I would share the witch's power with them.
You tell your parents, they break down, they start crying, and they say, we're not supposed to talk about this. This has plagued our family for generations.
If I could see the small micro witches with fucking translucent subsurface skin, that would fuck me
You
up.
can see their little brains sticking through the skin.
They're like little fetuses.
That's disgusting. Here's
That
the
sounds
deal.
fun.
You have to sneak into Ryan Gosling's house and steal one of his priceless eggs. But if he sees you, he's gonna unhinge his jaw like the zombies from I Am Legend and scream and point at you and then run at you.
And then does he hold your hand
No,
and
he
take
just
you
runs
into
at
the
you and
pool?
stops before he gets to you. You don't know what's gonna happen when he gets to you. You don't want to figure out. What would you do if you woke up one day and things felt a little bit weird for like a month, and you first figured out the only thing you knew about this universe was nobody knew who Will Smith was? Like you said, like everything else was normal, but you said, hey, you said the Will Smith movie, and they're like, I don't know who that is. Nobody understands his name.
You could do so much. You could write the Wild Wild West rap.
No, he exists in this universe too, but nobody knows who he is.
So, in other words, if you wrote the Wild Wild West rap,
somebody would
Will
figure it
Smith
out.
would sue you.
Yes, you get no benefits.
But you get to meet him? You get to hang out with Will Smith?
Yeah, but who cares?
You just get to be friends with Will
But
Smith.
he's like really depressed. He's just some guy.
But you know he's a nice guy, and you know he's got potential,
Yeah,
so you can
know
help
the strength
No,
of
he's
his
already
character.
Will Smith in this universe, but nobody knows who Will Smith is.
Exactly,
So
you
you
could
can
be
make
Will
people
Smith's
know.
agent.
Yeah.
No, but he's already been in all these movies. So you're saying you would help spread the word of Will Smith in this universe?
You
so
you wouldn't want, like.
I mean, I guess that's what an agent
He's been
does,
and
right?
he's the same. He's been in every movie that he has in this timeline, every TV show.
Right.
But nobody knows who Will Smith is.
So would you not just tell people who he is, and maybe
They go, oh, okay.
Okay.
You could buy the rights to all his
But
movies.
what are you getting from that, though?
You tell me, Zach. You're the one who made this horrible situation.
My point is, you'd give up after like the second or third person. You'd say, "There's no fucking point anymore to tell the world who Will Smith is. I'm not getting anything out of this."
What? Like, would you not want to just curiously just hang out with him for a bit?
He's still, that's like saying you can.
So you're
hang out
saying
with
the only reason you would hang out with Will Smith is because he's famous.
You can't hang out with him. He's Will Smith from this universe too.
Will Smith is famous for reasons that are cool.
He doesn't have that jaded famous person thing where he's
but he has all the money that he has now, so he's not just gonna hang with anybody.
Wait, he's paid.
Well, then fuck him.
Well, no, because how would he get paid?
What do you do?
Like
Why do you fuck
Smith?
him? Will you do anything?
Well, why would I even care about him then?
I would write a fucking book about this parallel mirror universe where a man who nobody knows is booking these huge Hollywood roles. Because he's a... Yeah, that sounds like some... I would probably just get called crazy.
You would get called crazy, so exactly, so you do nothing in this universe. What would you guys do if you woke up with Dan Aykroyd standing over your bed, and his eyes were bloodshot, he looked sick, and he was telling you that you had to come with him because... You have to come with me. You have to come with me. The aliens are invading. It's all real. The aliens are invading. There's an occupying force.
Am I allowed a camera?
He just says that, you don't know.
I grab my camera secretly.
He grabs it, he crushes it with his fingers.
Just with his like bare strength.
What about my phone? Does he know I have a phone?
He crushes that too.
God damn it! Then I wouldn't do it.
But he crushes your wallet.
I would only go if
What
I
if he crushed both your feet and like dragged you out of your house?
And he runs over to your hamster cage and crushes your hamster.
I don't have a house.
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd will run around your house crushing things with his hands until you go with him.
Then you realize he's unstoppable. You've started something you can't control.
One of his eyes bugs out and he starts looking around.
What would you do if he tore your door off your house? Just crushed it, just crumpled it up.
That would be fucking... That would be really... Like, if I had a camera, I would love it.
But he crushed it.
I know.
He's actually fucking a lunatic, though. Chris, would the hairs on your arms stand up if you saw the words Freddy Fazbear was here carved into stone on this wall?
I would just be like, that's really strange they added that in.
It actually would scare you a little bit, though. Chris, what would you do if you was just you and Lyle right now, and you left and came back in, and there was like an obvious patch of cum on the ground that wasn't there before you left?
Next to the cat?
Yeah, Lyle didn't acknowledge it, he just kept denying it, but it was obviously human cum.
I feel like that's happened to me before.
And Lyle was out of breath. He was like, Chris, what'd you do if that little green man said, look, he went to a gay club, and that little green man said, dude, look, I know you're straight. I just really want to suck cock. Can I please just suck your dick? I know you're not gay.
He says, I respect you a lot.
He says for free. Seriously, would you do it? That little green man? Would you do it?
He says, I swear to God, if you don't like it, I'll buy you drinks.
Yeah. He's like, dude, I'm not even that gay myself.
No one has to know. Just me and you.
I just took a bunch of ecstasy. I just need to feel dick in my mouth. Please, I'm begging you.
He says, what do you got to lose? No one will know about it. You can maybe find out some stuff about yourself.
You talking to me?
Your silence speaks volumes. Yeah, to pretend like you don't know.
What do you do, Niall? You wake up, and you're face to face with a centipede, and you're shrunk down to 1/80th of a centimeter in size.
So not only do I have to be like, what the fuck is going on? I'm tiny.
Not only do you have to let's say your blood pressure drops for 1 second, and you shrink down to the size of a centipede, and now you're faced with one. And not only that, it's even scarier than that because there's also a millipede behind the centipede.
Okay, so I just wake up, so it's in bed.
No, you're just in a new place now. You're not even in bed.
Like I'm in like.
You're in a different house. Well, does it make a difference because you're fucking?
How do I know that the house isn't giant?
Fuck.
What do you mean?
If I'm not familiar with the location.
Because there's a centipede that's also giant. The odds of a giant house are so low, but the odds of a giant house and a giant centipede and a giant millipede are fucking zero, so it has to be.
How small am I?
Oh my god!
You're 1/80th of 1 centimeter.
What would I do? Sneak to the girls' locker room.
You'd sneak up. Would you call up inside of a girl's pussy?
I'd sneak into the girl. I don't know if I could get out of there.
Inside of her pussy?
Yeah, because they secrete mucus.
Would you ride the funny little millipede up inside her pussy?
Just like riding a thing in Disney World.
This might be the most disgusting thing I've said so far on this.
Would you ride a millipede?
It's just sick. It's not even funny. It's just a sick thought. Chris, would you if it zoomed in and it was the back of your head right now?
This is what would I do? I don't know. I'd get up and leave, and then I would leave in the game also.
No, but you stay there in the game.
Then I would just assume It's a huge coincidence that there's a model in the game.
What
that
if
looks like that.
what if you had a stroke
Yeah,
and then
but
every time you looked at a television, all you could see was the back of your head?
That would be fucking horrible.
If there was a fleshlight, if there was like if there was a fleshlight of Pikachu.
That's fucked.
No. But it felt amazing. It was like it was the best fleshlight you ever. It felt better than a real pussy. Would you use it?
If I turn the lights off, maybe.
Better than a real vagina, but it made little sounds.
If I put in earplugs, maybe.
But the sounds were so loud that it hurt your ears.
It's literally like, ah!
Yeah.
I'd be like, no, I
And
wouldn't do that.
also, its little hands grabbed your hands as you were fucking it.
What would you do if you started fucking it, and then the military showed up to your door and they were like, "We want to repossess this technology because it's the
president comes
loudest
to your house to
sound."
possess it. He says, "This is illegal technology." The FBI.
Yeah, it was a leak.
Chris, how long would it take you to block Lyle if he kept calling you young grasshopper every sentence he
What
talked
the
to
fuck
you?
would he call me that for? If you called me that for 4 months, then I
but
would
he
get
said it
annoyed.
every sentence, so it was like
Every sentence?
Yeah,
Jesus,
yeah,
no.
that's what
like
I'm saying. How long would
1
it
week.
take?
1 week.
what a week do you think?
Well, no, like if I was hanging out with him for like 4 hours straight, I'd get pretty mad by the end of it.
What if you were talking to him like a little bit every couple of days, and he would still say it every sentence?
I'd just be like,
He'd be like, "Hey, what do you want to do for like? What are you gonna go pretend?"
probably the third time he said it, I'd be like, what is
Would
that?
you confront him? What you said? I'm just
I
telling
would
you.
just say, what does that mean? And if he didn't tell me, then I
What
would.
if you went, "All right," and he just kept doing it?
All right. Well, I'd just be like, all
He
right.
pulled out
what?
a knife and said, "You want to criticize me again, dude? Go right."
If
No,
he
no,
if he
no,
did
no, I
that,
need an
I'd
axe.
probably go to Brandon and be like, Lyle pulled a knife on
You
me.
would tell on Lyle.
You would fucking
I
tattle on me?
wouldn't tattle, but I would just be like, I don't want to work with him anymore.
I would explain the situation calmly and concisely, and I'm pretty sure that anyone would be on my side.
Lyle would
after
get his
that.
switch taken away from him.
What are you talking about?
so
You
bad.
pulled a knife because I
Yeah,
didn't. Because I asked you why you were saying young grasshopper. That
Yeah,
means
well, you
nothing.
should know better. Jesus fucking Christ! Do I need to spell this out for you?
Young grasshopper.
Well, I got a hypothetical for you, man.
Yeah, go for it.
You get grounded and you get your switch taken away for 1 week. What do you do?
Oh man, I probably try to do chores to get it back, and then when mom's not looking, I fucking kick her in the balls.
I'd go to Walmart and buy gray duct tape and tie her up and then slit at her mouth like with a little like Stanley knife.
Now his chin's just like an apple core.
Would you ever eat
fall off.
Markiplier like an apple if it came down to it? If you had to, if there was no food?
I think so.
Would you ever eat him down to his core?
Like an apple?
Guys, write in the comments if you would eat somebody down to their core like an apple if you had to do it. Markiplier specifically. Do you think if ISIS captured an alien and they like cut up and killed it like this, do you think the news would show it? It's still gore technically, right?
Yeah, no, they wouldn't show it.
They wouldn't show an
Everyone would
alien.
freak out.
Yeah, no. But what I'm saying is, like, forgetting the fact everyone already knows the alien got cut up. But I'm saying, do you think that they would show the footage of the alien getting cut up by ISIS?
I think they would show the footage in full graphic detail, but if someone said fuck, they'd bleep the word fuck.
Like one of the ISIS guys said, "Fuck,
Master!
Yeah.
fuck, I cut the alien's head off." Yeah, but ISIS guy said, "Fuck, I just cut that alien's head off."
Yeah.
I think they'd
Yeah,
probably
they would
bleep that out.
show like the little like tubes spitting out of his neck and spewing blood everywhere, and then the guy would go
the tubes.
You say,
Tomar, if I froze you in ice for 4,000 years and woke you up in the future and unleashed you into society and you went insane, would you blame me or would you blame yourself?
Or
Would you
society.
blame society?
In this hypothetical, like
All right,
Avatar: The Last
Chris Lau and I will
Airbender
obviously from the year
situation.
4020. This is the, okay, this is the new this is the new language we speak.
Everybody just sounds like Animal Crossing or
Yeah, that's what life is like in the
Banjo-Kazooie.
year 4000. You got a little preview there. So that's what life is like. Would you try to adapt it? Would you try to adapt? Can you like speed your voice up or like make it high pitched with the thing? What do you talk like?
Oh God,
Tomar, what would you do? What would you do, Tomar? What would you do to
what would I do to what?
Would you learn that language, or would you just kill yourself like in the ant scenario?
Did I even resolve the ant scenario?
No, you never gave an official statement.
I think you said I'd definitely kill myself. Were your exact words?
That's not what
you said. I could never love an ant. It's death for me.
I really do feel like in that situation you would like if there was like 20 people surrounding you, like government officials being like, "Where'd you come from?" But they're all like,
you would go insane.
You would want to die.
You'd go insane. Omar, if you were down in like downtown LA, buying cool jewelry, you know, like Tomar likes to wear rings. You know, he's got like 30 rings on each hand. He's one of those guys.
What are you saying? I like to wear rings.
Let's say you're downtown LA doing your shopping for your expensive rings, your ring collection.
Yeah,
you're buying new rings for each finger. You know, you want to buy a new ring with a gold encrusted ring with an eyeball on it because you love it so much.
Ah, you took it.
And it's $14,000.
How fucking dare you?
but you realize you don't have the money for it.
So I don't have the money for it.
So you steal the gold ring with the eyeball on it, and a witch puts a curse on you. Long story short, though, you wake up in the world of ants, and it looks exactly like that, and you're that size. Would you like try to live in it, or would you just kill yourself? Like, how long do you really think you would live in this world? Would you try to make it work and try to fall in love with the ants and other sort of insectoids, or would you just kill yourself immediately?
Would I try to fall in love with the ants?
Would you try to live amongst the ants?
Would I try to adapt to my newfound lifestyle, or would I?
Yeah, can somebody do fan art of Tomar as an ants character? I'd love to see, like, just because you in this world, you look like an ants character too. But so how long would you last? How long would you think you'd make it for?
I don't know. I think I would accept my lot in life. At least I still have my sentience, you know?
Yeah, you're self-aware. You can, like...
You look like early 2000s CG. Or is that late 90s? When was Ants?
Like mid to late 90s. It was like
99, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was
there's like a
90s.
millennium split where it's just I would kill myself. If it was 1999, I'll kill myself. But if it's after 2000, maybe I can deal with it. Maybe I can find love in the ants.
Oh.
Yes!
Oh my god.
That felt so
good. Tomer.
Oh, that
well done, dude.
You could have any ant you wanted if you played like that. If you
can have any ant you want. Any of them that call with you, they're all yours.
Look at that little guy cheer.
Man.
Holy shit.